Swain is very good too.
I'd love the Swain.
I feel like Swain is actually really good here.
Callista,
yeah.
Lock in the Anivia, baby.
Yeah.
I think you have such a good range composition. They cannot walk into you. I really do not like C9's low range composition. But yeah, well, I mean, I think
dive. This is a barriered Jhin.
This is
trying to leave.
FBI all on his lonesome. Vulcan's got Blabber right behind him here. The Vault Breaker's already found the target. And FBI, he's not going to spend either one of the summoner spells. He knows he's dead in that situation.
Yeah.
Honestly, great job from C9. Could have got away. Obviously, in this one, FBI is saying he doesn't want to risk that. As Ignar, nice stop on the recall from Vulcan there. Trying to get something back, but now he could be in danger himself. Tactical keeps hopping and skipping forward. The Rend at least gets a target.
This is wild.
XU wants to jump in. Yeah, this is kind of crazy. Tactical doing a good job making sure that Vulcan doesn't get grabbed by the Ishtal's impact. So Vulcan is still stuck in lane down here. XU is still hanging around nearby. Does have his rock ready to throw. Ignar steps forward. FBI eats half his health bar and damage from the turrets. Tactical goes in and Ignar goes down. Dignitas at least finally gets the kill back on a Vulcan as Tactical tries to stay alive against XU, who gets a double kill, but now he's going to die to the turret. Okay. As C9 will also take this chance. They are going for another early first Drake, just 5.5 minutes on the clock. And C9 will secure this one. Easy breezy. That's going to... On top side.
Map, going for a return gank here.
Yeah,
no flash.
Remember, Thanatos still without that summoner spell. He knows there's no way out of this one. XU just playing the patient game, and they even give the kill over to Denethor. Nice work from Dig.
Advantage, but technically, Tactical's down the ultimate, and XU didn't spend anything, so we might see a scuffle here for these last two grubs.
Okay, grubs, C9 picking up one, Dig picking up one, Blabber versus XU here in the pit. Nice, using the ulti coming in from Renata. XU stays alive with the Impale, but only for a moment. Cloud9 taking the kill on the enemy jungler. And that means they will earn themselves control over the last grub here as well, going up 2-1 in that count as Loki slithers after Palafox. He's already forced the flash away from the Anivia, and the twin, as XU's down here in the bottom side, walks right past the control ward, but Ignar also on the potential wraparound play. Tactical has both summoner spells available, ready to go here, does get stunned up. Vulcan doing a good job trying to block that deadly flourish. Tactical stays alive thanks to the bailout, and FBI, the gun's spinning, but C9's winning. Beautiful timing there from Cloud9. Happy to see it. And you know what? That's just going to earn them more control over the bottom half of the Rift. They will continue to run the show when it comes to neutral objectives. They will take Dragon number 2 with no contest. So they've won out 2 out of 3 grubs. They've got both of the early Drakes. There's still no Rift Herald to even speak of for another 4 minutes as Dignitas is looking to make a move up here from the top side. Thanatos is your target. Flash Frost follows the Impale for some chain CC, and Denethor goes in, committing the flash to guarantee they've got the damage to get the kill. Meanwhile, back over in mid lane, FBI will fall to a counterplay coming out from C9.
As long as Thanatos doesn't tilt, the team is in a good state, but he is getting heavily weak-sided this game. The map has been split against them. There were repeat ganks by Skarner early, then 4 people got sent to him, but while that was happening, his team killed the enemy AD carry, they killed bot lane, and they took mid plates. So C9 gets the advantage there, but Thanatos goes down once again.
Thanatos, your job this game, Thanatos is playing Helldivers. He airstrikes the team fight at the beginning, he's done. That's it. Everybody else, they're in the position to carry. Now Denethor's in a little bit of danger. Very nice Renata ulti, flies through, hits 4 overall, but Tactical this time is not going to get bailed out. He didn't have the damage to kill off Denethor, so Dignitas gets a big punish. They'll not... But unfortunately for C9, they do end up getting a little bit punished there. However, they still do command that 2 Drake lead with a 2,000 gold icing on that cake as Denethor barely staying alive for now. Does get a good knockaway, but the Twin Fangs ultimately find the kill. Dignitas now trying to fight out however they can. Ignar with a flash over the wall to stay alive, but XU won't be able to say the same. Even though he had that Protoplasm harness, that's not going to matter. And now Vulcan will tank up the turret damage as Blabber goes on a killing. The only one that really has a chance to bring them back from the precipice of doom is Denethor. And C9 seems to be thinking the same thing, trying to make a play on that Jace, but now they've got to be careful. Reinforcements showing up from both sides here as Loki is going to see Ignar also jumping towards the fight. XU backing away now as Vulcan and Tactical are ready to join the mix. XU eating multiple Twin Fangs, again trying to disengage. Has to flash for the extra little bit of distance. Hostile takeover. Tags 2. XU and Palafox in danger as the Flame Spitter is cooking the Skarner and he will burn down. Thanatos gets the kill on that one as the curtain call opens of the series, but Dignitas still having control over the Drake right now. Blabber thinking about using the ball breaker to jump on in, but no, the Drake is already secured by XU. Dignitas got the decent-sized component item over their counterpart. XU is going to be forced away from the Herald pit. It's another game with a pretty late Herald take overall, but C9 still just fine with it. They secure it without a
great tools to win the game unless they can find fights like this. This could be huge.
Okay, Thanatos is teleported in. Blabber goes for the vault breaker. Flash onto Denethor. There's your Fed Jace. Blink and you'll miss it. He's gone. Thanatos taking that kill as Ignar will be the next to go. The only silver lining here for Dig is that at least it's 19:30 on the clock and not 20 minutes into the game.
In from the Rumble as Blabber arrives. Really nice of them to give something back to Thanatos, as Thanatos is actually dead now.
Yeah, Dignitas just gave something back to Thanatos as Loki gets caught by the Impale, but there's no follow-up damage here from Palafox. His egg gets scrambled as Blabber's looking to burst him down. XU with the slam into the wall and the damage from FBI from downtown. Shut down as the fourth shot rains in. That's 3 dead on
They can control these zones with Palafox's Anivia. If he can just stop them from walking in or get a pick. Oh, he gets hit!
Yeah, that's a lot of damage on Palafox, and he's already dead. Now XU's about to follow Dignitas right when it looked like they were in a decent spot. It all goes to hell, and the fire is hot. Dignitas lose 4.
You don't need to do this. They can just play in the river, prevent them from walking in. He doesn't have egg.
When you pull that thing back, eventually the rock goes flying the other direction, and now Palafox, the handshake just brings him into his own doom. Denethor, he flashes, he escapes, but with Palafox already dead, C9 once more has the green light. Just like you said, Jat, when the you can't engage champ is dead, guess what you can do? You
Kill
can
them
engage.
All. They all dead.
And XU is going to be a very scorpion-shaped pincushion right about now. Tactical gets the kill on that one. So C9 still with Baron, pushing up even further. Yeah, Vulcan's low. He will not die to that shock blast as Blabber goes all the way in with a cease and desist. Denethor dies, FBI follows, Petrifying Gaze isn't even needed. Now, yeah, you're going to have Palafox alive here in 10 seconds. You're going to have Ignar right beside him. But neither one of them will be able to punish Loki, who with his accelerated empowered recall just goes ahead, heads on back to base. Tactical's going to take the bottom lane.
They're brimming with confidence. Even after some missteps, they had some of those missteps in the top lane, but they're back on track now.
It's looking like the 9-year streak will continue here for C9.
Perhaps.
Perhaps. You know, Soul Point with an 11,000 gold lead. One could fathom the outcome that C9 walks away victorious here. Dignitas quickly running out of options, and unfortunately, that one yellow bar on the scoreboard, that one advantage that Denethor had has now been erased. Even Thanatos ahead of his counterpart as XU has to continue his retreat here. Yeah, he's got Kanik Rooker and he's got Protoplasm Harness, but he doesn't have much of a chance if C9 Focus fires him as they continue their push forward. QSS purchased for Tactical on the Callista alongside that Jack show you already mentioned. Just makes him so damn hard to kill. As now C9 going all the way in. Blabber deep into the back line there with the cease and desist as Palafox brings Blabber into a compromised spot, but the rest of C9 is so strong, they will just force their way into the enemy base. The curtain call may have opened up, but it's not finding much of a target here. Fourth shot being saved all the way to the end. Yes, it hits Loki, but it's not going to threaten anything lethal as C9 force their way through the top lane. They'll find that top inhibitor first and back themselves away.
Leader in all-time LCS assists. So that's
crazy.
Probably going to happen this split if he keeps it up.
Well, Blabber's immediately leading the charge here. However, he may have gone a little bit too far. Resurrection will come through as the Guardian Angel is required. Everybody on Dignitas just camping the corpse, making sure that Blabber can't get out and run it down to about half. Remember, they got Callista. There's no world where XU should be able to steal this away as long as Tactical and Blabber are coordinated. Curtain call opens up. FBI shooting a couple shots over the wall. Baron secured by Tactical and C9. XU is stuck in the pit for now. We'll take a little bit of damage.
Make it. Denethor landed some good poke, but everyone on Dignitas had to reset, so C9 gets to get everything. Baron plus Soul.
From ahead, this can make Tactical very difficult to deal with. C9, they've already got that inhibitor down there in the top side. It's going to respawn in about 10 seconds. But the problem for Dig is as soon as the top lane inhibitor respawns, the mid lane inhibitor is going to die, and then C9 might just walk it up to top side. The Dignitas defense needs to hold strong here. A little bit of damage into Vulcan, takes him down to about half HP. Thanatos pressuring the bottom lane here, and as Thanatos' pressure approaches the inhibitor turret, that means that Dignitas can't respond in mid. That inhibitor falls, and C9 looks towards the newly respawned top inhib.
Probably going to be a double inhib here, but you can still see, even with a 12,000 gold lead, it's kind of difficult to push into an Anivia, even if the Anivia isn't that far ahead herself. Getting some decent poke down, but they're going to be getting this inhibitor. We'll see how aggressive they get.
Inhib already gone. Blabber under a little bit of pressure here. First 2 shots already missed. Equalizer dropped on FBI's head, means the curtain call is canceled, and the handshake drags Ignar back out of the air mid-crash down. Dignitas having to heal up. Everybody chunked a little bit low as the minion waves from C9 barreling in through both top and the mid lane. Bottom lane also stacking up as C9 will have the resources to take out the last remaining inhibitor turret if that's what they want to do, but the Nexus turrets are already even lower. Tactical going to be focused here early on, but he hops right back over the crystallized wall. First Nexus turret already dead. Second one barely hanging on. Vulcan here on the front line. Vulcan mostly unperturbed as Dignitas continue to scramble, but they're not finding anything. Ignar wanted to make a move, but the Twin Fangs kill him off. XU gets a slam into the turret, ruins onto Loki. XU hanging on for now, but Dignitas' carries are already down. Denethor knocked over, and there's nothing left for FBI and XU. A double kill for Blabber. C9's gonna clean it up nice and easy. 28-11, 16,000 gold lead. C9 takes down Dig for a continuing 9-year streak.